Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I don't know if you guys have been across X the last couple of days, but Tommy Robinson has been trending and there's good reason as to why he's been trending. We want him released from prison. The injustice that he is currently involved in is really absurd and ludicrous. Elon Musk has been going out of his way to try and spread awareness into Tommy, and he needs to be freed. Now, while some people may believe that he's a political prisoner, and I've even shared that exact same narrative, there are other people out there that seem to think that he's not a political prisoner. He's not exposing corruption. He's not exposing the Muslim grooming gangs. He's not exposing any of that sort of stuff. He's apparently been pushing a narrative for a long time because he's making money pushing that particular narrative, and he's been to prison for all kinds of different reasons. Who am I talking about? You may be wondering. I'm talking about people like Piers Morgan and Nigel Farage. I'll be making another video soon about Piers Morgan's response to Tommy Robinson trending over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Still, again, old habits die hard, right? So Nigel Farage is one of those people. He's got the Reform UK Party, right? Which to me, it seems like the Reform UK Party is a relatively decent party, you know, standing for free speech, be able to say what you want. And I'm all for that, right? I'm all for people like Nigel and Tommy being able to say what they want, especially in today's day and age, especially what's going on at the moment in the UK. You get arrested for a thought crime or even a tweet or a post on Facebook. Doesn't matter where it is, you can be classified as being a hateful person for saying something that you disagree with. Now, recently, ever since Tommy Robinson has been trending over on X, this particular platform has been removing videos of Tommy talking about how he was going about exposing the Muslim grooming gangs. And I've made, I think, 2 videos now explaining what's taken place with that, and more light needs to be shared onto that particular subject matter. There are some other stories that are going on here in Australia that I will be making more videos on as time does go on, and they are truly tragic and horrific as what's been taking place to many women across the world. But yes, over in the UK, especially here in Australia, the US, there are people being trafficked constantly around the world. And that doesn't help. It really doesn't help when you have places like this that remove videos of people like Tommy that are doing the right thing, that are trying to spread the message out there. You can't have Tommy Robinson's documentary on this platform because apparently it's hateful. I don't see how. But if you watch the documentary, he exposes and he releases a lot of information that many of us wouldn't have really known before. And so Andrew Gold of the Heretics, he had a video of Tommy Robinson's removed. He was able to put it up on X, which is great because freedom of speech. But people are showing their true colors, right? The mainstream media, they won't report on the grooming gangs. They're afraid still. The government in the UK, they still won't talk about it. If someone actually brings up the subject matter, no one shows up to the debate. There's a guy in Parliament that I saw, he was going viral over on X, and he was sharing how there needs to be a debate, not just a debate, but there needs to be something done towards these people that have committed these horrific atrocities. Like the grooming gangs, there's not enough outrage about them in the UK. So many people are silent because you know why? Keir Starmer's government has made them afraid. People, just regular citizens, the enemy of the government, evidently, for speaking the truth. And that's so wrong. And then you have people like Nigel Farage who, because Nigel, all he wants to do is throw people like Tommy under the bus consistently and then lie to the skin of his teeth as to why Tommy's in prison. According to Nigel, he's in prison for contempt of court. 18 months for contempt of court. Are you kidding me? That doesn't seem like a legitimate sentence when you've got people that have R-worded young girls that are roaming the streets now because the court just goes, yeah, whatever. But Tommy Robinson, contempt of court. Nigel, I don't believe for 1 second that you're that dumb and that stupid to believe that. But maybe you're in the pocket of the government We don't know. You've started your own political party. And that's my problem. Something doesn't feel right with Nigel. Have a watch of this and make up your own mind about Nigel. Maybe you already have. But to me, there's something not right at all. I just feel very uneasy. But have a watch.
He's very supportive of me. He's very supportive of the party. He sees Robinson as one of these people that fought against the grooming gangs. But of course, the truth is Tommy Robinson's in prison, not for that, but for contempt of court for the third occasion. But I mean, equally, there are people in Britain who think that Robinson is a political prisoner. That's the narrative that he's pushed out. That's how he earns his living, but it isn't quite true.
Would you accept Robinson as a member of your party? You quit UKIP over the association with him last time.
No. Look, Robinson has been to prison many, many times for many, many things. Mortgage fraud, passport problems, you name it. He's got his own campaign. We're a political party aiming to win the next general election. He's not what we need.
So Tommy Robinson is not what the UK needs, according to Nigel Farage. And my problem with saying stuff like that is countless people in the UK support the man that is in prison and the man that you're throwing under the bus, the man that is doing more than what you're doing, the man that has started a massive wave and even got Elon Musk involved, for goodness sake. One of the richest men in the world. He's able to get him behind what's taking place, not just with the grooming gangs, but even Elon Musk says that Tommy Robinson shouldn't be in prison. Like, you may say that he's in prison for contempt of court 3 times, but really, you got to think about it a little bit harder and a little bit deeper than just saying, oh, the coppers said he's done contempt of court 3 times, so we're going to throw him in prison for 18 months in solitary confinement, that even a political member has admitted she has thrown him into solitary confinement. Or I think it's the prosecutor, I think it was, that has admitted she's throwing him in solitary confinement because she wants to, because she hates his guts. Like, that, to me, should speak volumes to everyone. So why doesn't it? Why isn't there more outrage? There is a lot of outrage, but there needs to be more. Like what I was talking about in regards to the grooming gangs is truly horrific. Now, I think what the Reform UK Party stands for to some degree is a lot better than what the Labor Party and the Tories stand for, honestly. But they're a political party. They're not, you can tell. The reason why people trust Tommy is because he's a man of the people. That's just the way it goes. If you're honest and open and you're not a political individual that speaks the political language, which Nigel Farage does, which is probably why I don't trust him. But, mate, it's concerning because what happens in the UK usually happens here in Australia. And when you've got people that are quite willing to throw individuals like Tommy under the bus for doing the right thing and not supporting him, you've got issues. You've got a problem. Tommy hasn't said anything racist, by the way. I've looked, and I know people have left comments on my videos saying, oh, he's done this, he said this. No, I haven't seen any evidence of that. He's not against Muslim people. He's against what some Muslim people are doing to innocent young girls. He's sick and tired of the mass immigration. It's problematic. Same thing's happening here in Australia. You can't get a house. You got lines that are way down the street for an open home or a 2-bedroom apartment. It's crazy. This is in Sydney, by the way. It's really absurd. And I hate when I hate seeing individuals that all they do is throw good people under the bus. They don't support them. So who knows what's going to happen? Nigel Farage is no Douglas Murray. That's what I'll say about that. Douglas Murray, he is on point with all this. You guys take care. You be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.